I didn't want to make this video. I came in here today because I was going to do it. I was getting everything together. I was tossing some balls around. I was putting some lights on. I was like, then I got a headache. And I was like, I'm not going to do this today. And I had a phone conversation, and then Kyle called me and told me that something was wrong. And I was like, F the video today. F it. I'm not going to do it. And then I went on the little chair and I got on Instagram and I got a little bit motivated. Okay. I got a little bit motivated. Keep that in here. Little bit motivated. All right. Because I saw PBD, Patrick Bet David here. I don't know if I follow him or I follow someone else that tags him or whatever. However, this motivational content gets to me. Okay. And I hear this.
No matter how much you bash rich people, they're going to go wider because...
No matter how much you bash rich people, they're going to go wider. I don't know exactly wider means.
They're kicking it, wanting to work 3-4 days a week.
Yeah. We talk about this quite often, where it's like people... Do you want to know how easy it is to beat people nowadays? There's this ethos, there's this atmosphere, this culture, these talking points about wanting to work 3-4 days a week, right? And like the best piece of advice you can give somebody is like, cool, if you know 85% of people want to work a 4-day work week, like, you know this, the human body can work more than that. So the easiest way to progress beyond that person who works 4 days a week is to work 5. That's it right there. Is to just work 5 days a week. That's like the simplest piece of advice ever. Doesn't sound like much, but 1 more day a week is 52 more days in a year.
Hang on. I'm just checking your math on that. Yes. I got the same thing.
It doesn't sound like that much when you're talking about just like one day. But when you're talking about like 1 day a week times 52, over the course of a year, that is almost 2 months more work or more progress.
They're doing 6 days a week because the Bible says take 1 day off, and a lot of people follow that guideline.
I don't know anyone who uses the Bible as a guideline. I guess people do, right? I understand what he's talking about, and it's a funny guideline. It's a fun guideline, I guess. Like 1 day of rest. So I think he's saying like you can be godly if you take 1 day. I don't think it's the comparison where like, hey, God did all this in 6 days. So like, if you want to be as good as God only, I don't think that's a good comparison. Hey, listen, dude, God only needed 1 day a week off. I don't think that's the greatest comparison. But like, I get it as far as like a guideline goes. And I agree with the message. 3 days, 4 days working remote and this is noise to like ambitious and hustlers.
And I'm just taking 1 day off. But everybody wants a 4-day work week. Don't be upset at the guy that's whooping your ass because he's working 6 days a week for...
Yeah, I love that. Don't be upset. And people are. People want to tax and regulate and like on people who have more when you can easily look and go, are you talking 4-day work? Like, I do work more than you, harder than you. And I'm not the biggest hustle porn guy or the biggest but I do believe hard work is a variable. And when you're talking the difference between 4 and 5 or 6, rules, sleep, right? You don't have to sacrifice sleep if you work 7 days a week. So sleep, okay? If you do what you love, it's not work anyway, right? And we can make videos beyond this. I agree with this. I think you're going to lose the argument when you start saying like, listen, God built the world in 6 days. Like, you got to say like this leper begged for change 6 days a week. You know what I mean? And was able to afford his kids' orphanage bills. Like, that is the better comparison. So like, if he could do it, you could do it kind of thing. right? I don't think we should live up to like gods. Many people would fall short. Anyway, I think the underlining of this is terrific. Like, it's so easy to beat people, man. Can you imagine 5 years ago, 7 years ago, people just going, you want to know the secret to success? Just work 5 days a week. I don't know. Dude, fight me on it. To begin with, I don't think anyone that doesn't do what they love will ever be great at that thing. Number 1. Or number 8, depending on how you see all these. But this did motivate me. As I was sitting on the chair and I thought, I'm not doing this today. It did motivate me to make one today. So you got to think about that. That's all I got for today. If you like this, or if you at all find this motivational, like, subscribe, engage. If you don't engage, there's nothing I can do. But if you want to engage, I will engage back. Thank you.